Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brethren and buddies. I go by the groovy uncle. I'm your man hosting as Uncle Marcus. I'm not alone. On set, I have a couple of guests and alumni, legends of people practicing the art till this day. On my right and left side, I'll just let them introduce themselves, but we'll start my right side.
What's up, guys? My name is Watson.
What's up? Washira Nyokabi. Pleasure as always. Let's do this.
Well, I'm Marcus Gavi, as I said, and I want my people to tell me about AFTI, about the process, about the time at AFTI, because this podcast is supposed to tell you that whatever you're doing, it's going to take time. Stay consistent. So, Washira.
Before I joined AFTI, after high school, after the results came out, my mom was like, E grade, teaching, pap. Because she had links with my uncle. My uncle my uncle would pull strings for me to ingia shule ya teaching. I was like, okay. I got everything done. I was registered. I was about to transition now into teaching. Like I would have done languages.
Interesting.
Sasa ningekuwa mwalimu wa TSC mahali.
Mbaya.
PMP, permanent pensionable. I always had a passion for acting, film, like just being on TV and on screen. So I was like, where do I bring this into life? Because now after high school, before I was to join teaching, I did theatre. Where I would go around high school doing set books. I did River and the Source. I did theatre for around 2 years. Now I joined AFTI through Eve. I talked my mother through it. She was like, hey, this is what you want to do. I was like, yeah, no, kikosa job. Like, it's okay. Nitapata tu hizo skills.
Nakosaje job?
I know. But that time, like, unajua watu wa TV hawapatangi job juu. Wenye nilikuwa naona kitambo ndio bado bado wako kwa TV. So it's like, you have to know somebody in the TV industry to get in. So she was like, are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm sure. Umepata shule? I'm like, yes, nimepata shule. So now I applied online. I think I called Koi. She helped me through application. I applied. Nikakuja nikachukua now the fee structure. Nikaingia shule nikafanya sem 1. So first semester it was everything I expected. The reception, the lecturers, the students, like just learning. It was an institution where you're having una enjoy kwenda shule. Every day was a fun adventure to come to school, and now you've made new friends akina Watson, akina Marcus, akina Wendy. My lord, those were the days. Those were the days. Those were the days. Yeah. So fast forward, I met Nancy Aluch. She guided me through film makeup and costuming for different projects, whether on screen, stage. We did all that. I narrowed down and I took it upon myself as a passion. So I learned makeup from Nancy. I would like to say she was like my mentor in the makeup industry. So she gave me like a few gigs here and there. I would go with her, do makeup gigs. Katikati hapo, Lucia akaniangushia project ya Papa. Out of nowhere.
You had a whole casting in Papa.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, you actually acted in
several episodes.
Mind you, I didn't go for auditions. I didn't know nobody's season TV.
Yeah.
Just received a call. Actually, it's Joyce. Joyce was directing Papa at the moment. Joyce Indiegu Arigi, yeah. So she's like, I want to take kijana moja mwenye anaweza act tuko kwenye shule, anaweza act role fulani. Lucia was like, I know a guy. He's going to pull this character. So I get called. Sasa kuna project nataka ushoot sijui ya season TV. Are you available tomorrow? I'm like, yes, I'm available. Sijui hata venye script ya TV na kaanga. So I get my script via email. I also just go through this character. I got my lines. I think I said like 2 days.
They had lines? Little lines or
yeah. They had a whole script. Okay. They had a whole script. Proper scripts.
Okay.
So I'm naive. I've never acted on TV before. So
you did the theater thing.
I only did theater, but I knew how to cram my lines. So even the script was so easy for me because even overnight I was like, I have all my lines. But now delivery on screen, because it's so different from delivery on stage. So the next day I went for the shoot. I asked Indiego, what do you want me to bring? Because I was supposed to act as a house girl. Mind you, I'm a man. As a house girl. And I was like, tusonge nayo. So I went, I think...
You're still in school though?
I was still in school, yes.
And you're being paid?
And I'm being paid.
Yeah, to work on set. Oh my god.
So
all in AFTI, I think.
we were all in AFTI. When I made my nails, I had like long clothes. Nikakuja na two dresses flani. I went on set. They were so shocked. They were so shocked to see that, umse, ni newbie, amekuja ako ready. Because producer niambia, na umetusort. I went to got my makeup done. Now I was anxious because I was meeting Papa for the first time. We brought Akina Jackie Vike. I was meeting everybody for the first time. Oh my god, they were so friendly. And like other sets you go, unapata like actors wenye wako kwenye wamebobea. Wanakuandamana wako like, we ni newbie, we ni supporting character, so like you do your lines, like let us shoot our own thing. They were so supportive. Even during rehearsals, Like we did everything. I shot my first episode. It went wild. The next day I was on the blogs.
Oh, interesting.
Mpashogram,
At this time,
kila
when he was
kitu.
doing this, there was only one guy who was willing to do these roles.
Yeah.
The guy with the teeth. I can't remember.
Shaniqua.
Shaniqua.
Yeah, so it was me and his name is Kariko something.
Shaniqua.
Yeah, his name is Shaniqua.
You know Ashira.
It was me and him now running against each other.
At that time, it was only you two.
It was only we were the only cross dressers on TV.
That was ballsy, Ashira.
Possible,
Yeah, but I didn't know I'm such a big deal until I saw it on the blogs, because I woke up one morning and was like my neighbor was like, hey bro unasoma kwa nini kwa blogs, like what blogs, what are you talking about? So I did Papa Shirandula. In the lines of Papa Shirandula, because Papa Shirandula and Inspector Mwala were shooting in the same location, I also did my internship there for Inspector Mwala. Partly I did makeup and costuming for Inspector Mwala and continuity. So I really got my skills sharpened on both sets. We finished school project. Papa Shirano nikamaliza nini zangu. We finished school, we graduated, and now we were like sent out into the world to do our own things. Nimetrek hii country nikitafuta job because after school I didn't get like any gig ya filming. I was just sending like my applications. Nilisoma the application in TV47. I actually took it personally. Nikaambiwa kwa reception, now you have to bring what is it called?
Portfolio.
No, I already had the portfolio. But they say now we don't receive hard copies, we want the soft copies.
Okay.
So I went back. I sent my soft copy. Hadi wa leo. Hata regret sijawahi pata. Hata regret sijawahi pata. So time goes on. Nikatafuta job. Even like being a, what is it called?
Extra,
like in these extra roles. I was trying to hit up Nancy.
But Ashira, you were doing which course? And acting? We did the
I did film and TV production.
You did the production.
I did
but you
production.
really liked acting. Because
I
you
really
remember
liked
how
acting.
Ashira was?
The guy.
I thought you were acting. You were doing the acting course.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did film because I was like, I already know how I already know acting, so I don't need like to be with any other skills. So let me like go into the technicalities of film. Aspects of film. So that's why I got into film. AFTI really was a stepping stone for me because I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't come to AFTI.
Oh, yeah.
If I was in teaching, I would be somewhere na teseka huko nje na mshahara ya TSC or something.
It's okay though.
Yeah, ningekuwa nateseka somewhere outside there.
Let's be honest.
In a boys' high school or in a mixed school, you know.
Yeah.
But after really was a stepping stone for me because now after graduation I didn't get any job, any gig. I didn't get any gig until 2 years later, 2020, I got a gig with an international company called Stepwise. They were directly working for the judiciary, for the Kenyan judiciary. So I applied. By God's grace, I got it.
Okay.
What job did I get? A legal transcriber. What does that mean? Listening to audio clips from court sessions and turning them into a script. Again, scripting and nilisoma AFTI is what I wrote down in my CV. So I'm a script writer, professional script writer. So I have like the basics on how to write. Sikudanganya, you know. Hata tukienda orientation, like mimi nilikuwa mdomo mbaya, nilikuwa naonyesha hii inaandikangwa hivi, but now transcription and scripting is a whole different thing because now you're transcribing real time, you're listening to audio and transcribing what you're told, what you're hearing, what you're listening to. So I worked with Stepwise for 2 years as a legal transcriber. I got exposed to the legal side of what?
Content creation.
No, just like the legal side of doing like about the Kenyan constitution, the Kenyan law and everything. And so like I had the know-how, even in terms of how now I would deal with people. I would always put something from the Kenyan constitution. Hey, nilikuwa badi ocha.
So this year you've been strong this year.
I've been
Yeah, for a while.
So I did that for around 2 years. I worked with Stepwise for 2 years. Now then the project ended. We went into another company. I can't remember its name. I worked for like a year. It was the Ghetto. It was the Ghetto. Still doing legal transcription. I quit the job, went to Dubai for a while because now I was also into modeling and fashion. So I was training mademu I was equipping them with skills about modeling. I took them to the Little Miss World competition. They won Little Miss World. Yeah.
The gig with
I think I gave Mark a gig. Yeah.
And myself.
I also did.
We did a thing at Hazina. There's a whole show at Hazina.
With kids.
You came.
With kids, guys.
Yeah, with my kids. Now with like the guys I was mentoring.
You seriously took kids to Dubai?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I'm just
did.
shocked. I'm so happy.
I did because I've always had an eye for fashion and the modeling industry.
Yeah.
I'm a good model myself. If you go through my Instagram, I'm like just like throwing poses here and there, like very mindful, very demure, very cutesy, you know, like.
Demure.
That's how I present myself. So I trained them for a while. They won in the county level. They went into the national level. They also won. But let's talk about how it's a task to get the Kenyan government or your county government to fund talent and take them international, because now we had to go back into our pockets and like pay for our own flights, our own accommodation. It was so hectic. Luckily, I had money. I had saved kidogo here and there. Because even passport-wise, visa-wise, it's a lot of money. Kwanza Dubai. Lakini siku hizi Dubai imekuwa kama Mombasa, you can go and come back in the same day.
Very fast.
Yeah, but that time it was a big deal. That was around 2022. We went there in the international level. They won again. We came back. No reception at the airport.
Just went.
Nobody knows us.
Uber too.
Hadi nyumbani Kirinyaga. But so they're doing well so far. They're doing well. One is in high school right now. The other one is like in junior high. The other one is still also in junior high. They're doing well. Like I've created a name for them in our county. Like everybody knows them. If there's a gig, if there's any dignitary who is coming, they will always call. Madam wako wako wapi? Nikamwambia moja ako shule, but I have another. Let me. Wacha nikurushie. They give us like good money. Fast forward, modeling ikaisha. Tukarudi Kenya, struggling again kutafuta job, kutafuta gig. Luckily, nilikuwa na knowledge ya beauty from AFTI, makeup and everything. So my friend and I started like a beauty shop where we would do nails and makeup. We would get like bridal gigs. Now that's all like my bridal gigs lianza kuingilia. So I have thrived. Ulikuwa sikia tu kuna harusi Kirinyaga, Washiri is the guy.
Is the one doing the makeup.
I would have like a wedding in the morning and a Rashwi in the afternoon, and I'm doing makeup for like more than 10 girls. And that time I was charging like 1,000 per face, including the bride. So in a day I would get like 15 G's. But haikuwa dopoa until somebody from Nairobi called me. They are like, "Hey bro, uko na talent lakini
location.
Hata si location, unalipisha kidogo sana." Then nawaambia location pia ina matter. Unajua watu waosha wako exposed kwa makeup and everything. So wezi enda kuambia bride unamlipisha 2500 kwa like 2500 nimezoea pods ya 150. Naweza jipaka ndash ka line they used to that kind of like. No unadu nini. So I started like content creation. Hapo ndio nilianza content creation ya TikTok kidogo but sikuwa nimepick. Like I would take people with me to weddings, like get ready with me for a wedding in the morning, like getting the bride ready. 10 views at the end of the day. Umejitolea hapo 10 views. I almost lost hope. So I'm still doing my bridal gigs and everything else. Kazi inasonga, kazi na flow. Fast forward to I think still 2022. Yeah. After I created my name, a name for myself, nyumbani as a bridal makeup artist, somebody called me and they were like, now you need to brand yourself. You need to place yourself in the industry and brand yourself properly. So how do I do that in terms of how I dress, how I talk, how I put myself out there? So now nikarudi Instagram. I tried, by the kugrow social media ni ngumu, especially Instagram. Instagram is hard. Si kama TikTok. TikTok utafanya tu kitu ujinga, uko na 100,000 followers all of a sudden. TikTok you have to really work for it. In terms of reels, what you post.
TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram you have to work for it because now the algorithm doesn't favor you all the time.
It's not magic.
Instagram you have to work for it. And unless you are known in the industry, people will never like pay attention to you or what
but
you do.
TV is crazy. I've seen people buy followers and views, man, just to.
I also bought followers kidogo because now
Unachoma.
umeniambia niko na 580 followers. I need to get myself to 1,000 followers.
There's that route.
Yeah, nilibuy followers after your account nikafungwa wengine because like sasa our followers they never like your pictures, they never engage with your posts. So it's a waste of money. So I did my first photo shoots. Now that's when I started like doing my birthday shoots. Zikani skyrocket to now being like a influencer because I would always dress up, I would always look nice.
I don't have the confidence for that.
Going to the studio,
yeah. I always invest in my looks.
Normally extra makeup.
I invest a lot. I think most of my money goes into costumes and soft life.
It's worth it.
It's worth the struggle. It's worth the hustle. So I did that. I modeled for a few fashion designers. I did that for a while, but they were not paying me well. Again, mindset yako, you're out of school to make money, but you're not making enough money, right?
You see, his problems is it's not that he doesn't have any money.
Yes, I'm not making enough. Yeah, but I always need more. Alafu hiyo greed inafanyanga mtu una lose out on so many opportunities because you have to build yourself from there, from bottom up unapanda juu. So unapata opportunities kama 100 unachukua hii, haikulipi poa, chukua nyingine. Haikulipi poa. Unaona like you are always ni kama kuku inaenda unataka hapa, unataka pale, unataka pale. So watu hawezi maximize fully on your skills. And you lose out on a lot. You lose out on a lot.
I'm thinking of a line that's working also, because when you're tunasema, the people who also it has worked for them.
Yes.
Because once you chuck this organic, like this one also, just take his example, the way he told us, like he chucked UN, I chucked UN, went to family, and then you're going somewhere else because of that experience and exposure in different organizations.
Yeah.
I feel even that's why you're who you are now.
Yes, I am.
You have all those experiences.
Yes, I've been chasing my passion, but I've really not been getting to where I wanted to be at that time. That's why I was like moving places, like leo niko hapa, kesho niko huku. Hadi my mom at some point alisema, guys, sasa wewe si tulilipa shule, umeapply kwa media, hawachukui applications, nini ingine unaweza fanya? Nikuwekea biashara. What I was like, just be patient.
You work it out.
In God's own time, He's going to make everything beautiful, right? Yeah, and He does. So I got into content creation. Now my TikTok started growing kidogo
Around September
2022.
Something happened.
So 2022, your time elections.
22 or
2022. I think I can check. I don't know. It's around there.
Elections,
and that was immediately after I got back from Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that time.
Maybe the algorithm was confused.
Like in Dubai, tena Kirinyaga, like hey bro, like help us
make it make sense.
Make it make sense. So during that time when Madhakaru and Akina, was it and Ruto, they were going around, and there's this phrase that Madhakaru would always use, like Haro Azimio, Nemboranjigwa, Kutus Nemboranjigwa. But it's until she came to Kutus, and she said Kutus Nemboranjigwa, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I was still working for Nemboranjigwa is like, are you mnanisikia in Kikuyu?
I just learned Kiswahili.
That time now I was still kidogo doing legal transcription, but I was in my final stages of quitting and stuff. So that's when I told my friend, by the way, I think I can mimic Madhakarua. So let's go. Tukaenda kwa field, I did it like in different locations, make I post. And by the time I was sleeping, the video head ilikuwa imeblow because I came from, I think that's going to be 700 followers. And by the time nilikuwa nalala that time, that was ilikuwa around 7k with an engagement of over 200k views on TikTok. And my phone was blowing up. Notifications. Instagram, Facebook, kila mtu ana like. Even people who never used to talk to me, they were now like texting me, oh, hey, there's a chile who texted me, she was like, hey, Washira, I'm always here to support you. Like,
as who?
Like, girl, we never talk. Go back to where you came from, I don't need you right now. Mademu wanamsanga pesa from a distance. Video yangu ikasonga. So ikafika place, one time I was chilling at my friend's house in Kenyaga, and Boniface Mwangi texts me, hey, are you available? Madhakaru would like to meet you tomorrow.
That's how you met back.
Period. So I went there. So Bonnie comes, 2.5 breakfast, gives me a rundown of what we are doing. We're shooting a music video for Madhakaru's promo campaigns and stuff.
You shot a music video?
Yes, I did. It's on Instagram. And YouTube, yes. That's why I met Juakali, I met Fenagitu. I met a lot of musicians at the same day. So after we shot the music video, Madhakarua comes. Now I sing with her. Like, oh my lord, I had that time. Nilikuwa namfollow kila mahali. Pia wake ananiambia, songa naye, akienda mahali, songa naye. She called Boniface Mwangi and another lady called Nerima Wako. So like, hebu searching huyu kijana. They asked me, how much do you want us to pay you?
Blank check.
I'm like, sisi mliniita, sisi mlipata je mlikuwa mnanitia. Sikuwa na power of negotiation. Like I didn't know how to negotiate.
But to be fair, he was charging 1G for makeup. Angejua aje.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're watching this,
no you were.
Hey, say in the interview, una quotes. You don't know how much you're going to tell them. That's free, because I know Ashira now. Ukimuuliza how much.
My rate card is high.
You see, other rate card. You know, it's one thing. Always have a number. You rather have it higher. Yeah. Bakushukisha, but say undersell, no say undercut. And
always do your research on in terms of where you are going and how much they've been paying people who've been there. You know. So me, I went there and nimekachina kina Boniface Mwangi. They are like, how much do you want? Mimi sijui. So I got out of that place that day. Richer. 100,000 cash. After that, I got a gig with same with Azimio. With what was the I can't remember the name, but I got a gig with the ones who were spearheading Azimio's campaigns, I did like gigs for them until the election was over. And I got a lot. What's 100,000? A lot of money. When I tell you a lot of money, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money because I even got a manager at that time because I didn't know how to walk into rooms and negotiate my worth. What the manager did is she came in with a quotation. Alikuja na quotation ya 1.2 million. Akawekelea kwa meza. You know the guy I'm bringing, I'm his manager. The guy I'm bringing has done 1, 2, 3 things. He's now like in the industry, he's on #1 trending. Interviews, happy social media, and you're on a trend. So if you don't take advantage of him right now, you're going to lose out on a lot. So she negotiated my worth. I got that gig. They were like, now this is what is going to happen. We are giving you a quotation. We are giving you a rundown of how he's going to be doing his content and posting it on his social media. And this is how much you're going to pay him per post. Not for the whole nini, per post. So they were like, how many posts does he want to make in a day? I was like, every day I'll be making a post in the morning and in the evening. Across Instagram and TikTok. So you're going to pay me for Instagram and for TikTok. And if my post gets a lot of engagement, kuna commission. After that gig ya Zimio, I got a gig to market now to become an influencer for like a tours company. I did that for quite a while. Then after cabin, I did a few marketing campaigns for them. I became the face of Afti for I think a short period of time, but I got good money again. With the skills I had from this place about communication skills, planning shoots and everything, how you plan a shoot from
public relations
speaking, and everything else. I started now creating and organizing events for people at home. That's why I got into not makeup. Wedding, like becoming a professional wedding guest. I would always...
Wait, guys, I know you've watched those Nigerian movies where there's a guy, they paid, the guys who go and negotiate dowries. You pay for a guy to go and negotiate your dowries. Yeah, this is not a movie, this is real life.
Yeah,
this guy
knows what he's doing.
He's a wedding guest, he's paid to actually show up for the wedding.
Mostly I'm doing wedding content creation. On my TikTok and on Instagram, like every weekend, I'm always taking my audience with me through the whole wedding morning, hadi mwisho. Right now, I'm investing in a good videographer and a camera person who's going to be like following me around because I'm tired of doing it by myself. And again, they also need to be paid. You know.
Nice opportunity for you to give some AFT students internship opportunities.
Yes.
Just send portfolio.
That's why you're here. They give you face of AFT, mama.
Yeah.
It's just like how different our journeys are.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. So fast forward to this year, I applied for a job at L'Oreal. I got the job. Again, I'm a good makeup artist. L'Oreal is a beauty company. It deals with skincare, makeup.
International.
It's an international beauty company. We've done like small makeup campaigns. We are now launching our first ever L'Oreal kiosk at Sarit. That's going to be around September. You guys can come and just like
say we know you.
Shoot your own content there.
Yeah. Let's close. Thank you so much, guys, for watching and taking the time to be part of this production. I go by the groovy Uncle Marcus. And this is AFT Spotlight. We're gonna share our social media handles. Can you follow?
Watson_Kani on Instagram.
I am _Sharon Nyokabi on Instagram and TikTok. Facebook is Joseph Nyokabi, as well as Twitter is Joseph Nyokabi.
I go by the groovy Uncle Marcus. Search Uncle Marcus Tanipata Instagram, Uncle Marcus Tanipata X. Facebook I go by Marcus Gavi. I want you to follow, hit me up, ask me anything. And if you want to be part of the show, also delve in and jump in. If you want to share us anything in terms of creativity, content creation, you're welcome, as long as you're an alumni of AFT.